Hi everybody, I'm going to get and cover this endpoint and the summary all in one shot. It's silly for me to just repeat, as I love doing, repeating everything to everybody all the time. So yeah, basically we're on the final video of the authority side training. Let me scrunch this all up so that you can see it all better. And it's pretty straightforward. If you follow what I've said you need to do and go back over this training time and time again, once you get started, go back and watch it again and watch it again. Make notes. Find out where I just waffle and make a note. At 23 minutes into that video I said some truths that you felt that's what I want from him. But ultimately, if you do it right, and I'm going to hit you with a summary afterwards, let's do this first. You can just, I mentioned it now with staff, so it's the same thing. You can keep it as it is. In other words, you just keep you don't try and grow it huge from there. You hit it to the point where you're making 10 or 20 or whatever $1,000, $5,000 if that's what makes you happy. And you've got it to that point. After that, you literally just keep the growth at the level that makes you happiest. Remember, if you're making money enough that you can live, well, live. Enjoy it. The whole point of this mission, if I'm right, was to replace a stressful income system so that you can learn to live with and improve your mental health and hence your fibromyalgia issues, and even perhaps move to a better climate, a better thing, a better everything, so that you will then be a healthier person. happier, healthier, less pain. To me, it's everything. It's what I've done. I've done it. I've moved out of South Africa. I'm in a smaller town, better safety and security in Canada. Everything that was affecting me and causing my fibro to fly high, sky high, done. So keep it as it is, or if you like, just grow it a little bit slower, or as fast as you were growing it, just keep doing it. I'd suggest, by the way, at that point, it worked. Start another, so you don't have all your eggs in one basket. And you can start it slowly if there's no pressure now to earn. And pretty soon, if you kind of add it, it'll be 3 years down the line and you've got 10,000 Rand a month, dollars, my bad, Rand, $10,000 a month income websites. And they're all doing just great. That's when you consider full-time staff or you hire people. There's people, I'm trying to think, Authority Blogger, I think it's called. I'm not too sure. There are places that you can pay them about $1,500 a month and they will literally run your website for you after that. By the way, I think they then take 50% of your profits too. But hey, if it means that you never have to think about it again and you can trust them, you give them 3 websites, you cut your profits down to half. Instead of earning 30,000, you're now only earning 12. But does it really matter? Now you go sit by the pool, read a book, go and make another sandwich at lunchtime, cook a steak, go for a walk, chat to your dogs. So the other option is you simply flip your website. So now you take your $10,000, you make $250,000 out of it in one shot, and then you take 6 months to a year to build it up again. You're kind of really getting ahead of it that way. And it's a safe and healthy way to do it. Now, let me run through the summary of this thing, because it's this simple. Where have I written it? Here. These are all the videos I've done. So we're on 18, summary endpoint. But this is what you need to look at and understand that that's what it's all about. You've got to basically do great niche research. You've got to do great keyword research. And if you do this properly, other than wasting a week listening to all my videos, and obviously I don't believe it's wasting, duh. But if you take a week to watch my videos and you take a day each to do your niche research and a day to do your keyword research, or you do it while you're watching all the videos, right? So 2 weeks down the line, you've got yourself, you're ready. Now you know you're going to talk about whatever it is, pet-friendly travel blogging. You use my links to set up good hosting. You use myself or yourself through the training to set up your WordPress with all your keywords and your navigation and your silo structure, your page structure, pre-planned. It take a day or two to do it, and and at the same time you optimize all your images, you put them into your image library. You've basically kind of set it up that you're ready to go, and it's still under maintenance, right? Then if I were you, I would take my core keywords, which would be in the keyword thing, my navigation keywords and my core keywords. So that would be about 10 or 15 pages, and I would write those and publish them. At that point, I would then make the website go live. I would then pay, if I could, somebody to build my Google stacking and my IFTTT system, 2 or 3 of them even. And then after that, simply start creating the SEO and silo and other keyword related content on a planned, consistent basis. And while doing that, obviously I'd monetize it fairly quickly. As soon as I knew that what it was, I'd put that monetization in it, the affiliate links, whatever, because you have no idea when the traffic's going to start coming, so be prepared. And then all along, while doing this boring content creation, you will be keeping an eye on your keywords. You'll be sharing it constantly on social media. You'll be do backlinking, and that's it. It's just a constant knowing that these are the 10 things you've got to keep an eye on. You've got to do per week. I'd put it into a checklist if I had the energy to remember to do it. I should. So you're welcome to email me and say, Rob, you spoke about that checklist of what I need to do for my site. But the checklist, once you get to this point, right? Let me pause this and write out a small checklist. You can write it down yourself, and you don't have to bully me for it. 1 second. Okay, now this checklist is something you would set up for yourself. That's the kind of thing I do. I do them all the time, by the way. Now, so don't do as I say. Don't do as I do. Do as I say. Because I'd make these checklists often, and I seldom stick to them. But it's such a great idea. Basically, you make sure that you're planning 4 pages a week. And that would include video in some and infographics in others. You plan it all. You spend a couple of hours on a Saturday or Monday morning, and you say, okay, these are the 4 titles I'm going to do this week. This will include videos. This won't. This one will be 1,000 words. This will be 500. Blah, blah. Done. And then you plan which days, or you just do it while you've got the energy. Remember, fibromyalgia, energy comes and goes. When you've written a page, you make sure you share it socially, and so that means manually. You physically log on to Twitter, add the link, type a little bit of a splurb, add an image, share it. Go and share other things on Twitter, interact a bit. Go to Pinterest, add 4 or 5 images related to that post. Remember, this is for each page. Backlink it to that page with the right linking. Go to the backlink training and learn from me, and you carry on. Or you go to IFTTT, and I say all paid. I can't think of the one I use, and I use it all the years. I really have, and it's gone. It's social adder. That's the word. Please don't. Oh, they know about it with the headline or the capital letters. So social adder, ADR, because now you're getting shares from all over the place. Right, I would then, so now your page is done and shared within your system. I would then take 5 blog comments per page. They're a slip and they're not really good leads, but it creates relevancy to your site. Google thinks, okay, this person's a real website doing real commenting. Then there's other training. So that's all in my linking training. You would choose which ones you like and don't like. So I would make a video separate from this, or use this video that was in here. But if there's no video, I'd make another video just talking about that page, and I'll put it on YouTube, and I'll take the YouTube video and go and share it all properly again. Because that YouTube video would have a link back to that page. You see what I mean? So all you're doing is creating the spider web of commenting and chatting about what you've said. And you try and make some of your titles and shares like headlines in a news thing. So you don't overhype it, but make it clickable. People think, whoa, what? Let me go and see that. Okay, You can also go to places like Tumblr and Wix and Weebly, and you add it and create it there. Remember, I say that casually. When I just quietly put in your Web 2.0 properties, I'm causing you to, let's say you put one on Wix and one on Weebly. I'm actually causing you to do 12 pages now a week. So at this point, that's when I would learn, to be very honest, I would learn how to do decent spun content. And go to my website, Spinning. Yes, all my opposition trainers, if you want to call them, my fellow peers, I don't know what you want to call those people, that teach what I teach, the ones I trust, very few, if not none of them, will tell you to use any kind of hand spinning or spun articles. And I understand why, because people are naughty, lazy, and they'll take shortcuts and end up with their website getting devalued because they put out crap. Don't put out crap. Okay, I do proper backlinking and set a time for it, because backlinking is not a quick thing. My personal backlinking favorite is infographics. So I would spend 2-3 hours putting together a really powerful infographic that preferably includes, when I say add 4 pages, remember I'm trying to minimize the effort. So I would try and put all 4 pages out on a single subject: medication, side effects, and fibromyalgia, right? So my first page would be what side effects are the worst on fibromyalgia. I don't care that the pages will be very similar in content. They're going to be found by different people searching for different things. People aren't going to pitch up to my website and see, oh, look at that stupid arse, he's got 4 pages that are almost identical. Because they will be different, but they'll still all be talking about medication for fibromyalgia and the side effects thereof. But the one will be with CBD oils and side effects. Another will be with medication that makes you drowsy. So the side effect, the drowsy is good because it's making you a little bit less anxious. So you get where I'm going. As if you plan it correctly, you can put together, if not one, preferably one infographic in one shot and use it for all 4 pages. And if it's a powerful enough infographic to do with medication, believe me, there are 20 or 30 places out there that would love to share your infographic. You outreach to them, you tell them, look, here's an infographic that I know will work well for your page here and here and here. You're welcome to use it. All you have to do is just give me a link back to my page. A link back to my page, a link back to my page. Anything else, by the way, let me know. I'll keep in touch. Is there anything specific you'd want me to talk about for the next infographic? You'd be surprised. They're going to tell you, Rob, that's so cool. Yeah, please. I'm really, really looking for some kind of infographic related to age and fibromyalgia. Now, do I know those stats? No, but I think, okay, cool. Let me go and research it. I'll get back to you. So now I go and spend 2-3 hours. I go onto the groups on Facebook, and I manually, literally go and make notes. Open their profiles, all the members, one by one. Check the age, if you can. If not, and you've reached out to that fibromyalgia group page owner on Facebook, say, look, hey, I'm curious about age and fibromyalgia. Can you run a survey for me? Please, I'm begging you. Oh, come on. And say, what age, how old are you now? Or better still, and then there'll be a next survey, how long have you had fibromyalgia? And third survey, what age were you when you contracted fibromyalgia? There's another question I'd love to know is, what caused your fibromyalgia? Do you know? I know mine was a home invasion, a serious home invasion, and it totally messed up my head and changed my life. But some people have got fibro and don't even know why they got it, what caused it. And I think that it's caused by trauma, and it needn't be trauma like a rape or a home invasion. It could just be trauma to your body physically. You got a really, really bad case of the measles, the mumps, and your body went into a form of shock. So, sorry, I'm really talking rubbish now, talking about infographics. That's what I would do. But at the same time round, instead, you can reach out and chat to other powerful blog owners in your system. There's so many ways of doing backlinks. Go to the backlink training. Ultimately, your website's going to hinge on readable content, great monetization, rankings. And to get rankings, it's backlinking. So that's your weekly checklist. And once you get into a routine in this, you'll be surprised. You look up again and 6 weeks have passed and you suddenly realize, hey, my traffic's gone too. In fact, watch this. I haven't fixed today. We're still, I don't know where they start my day. They started at a weird time. So I'm probably now maybe, well, I don't know where I am now on the day. Not too bad. So today I've only had 22 reads, but yesterday I had 30 visitors that read 98 pages. So my point is, check this out. It's coming along just great. As long as I'm adding content, I'm getting the reaction. And I'm still not doing, where we show me the picture of, I'm not here yet. I'm still effectively pre this. I'm still in here setting out my structure with the silo structure. I am creating the boring content creation, but because it's not complete, I'm not sharing it, etc. So I'm happy with this. It means that by the time I do shake the trees and tell people come check me out here, I've already got 200 videos. I'll have 400 training videos. I think would make this website a bargain, and you listening to my video. So thank you for agreeing with me. Okay, 16 minutes of what the hell do I do now that I'm finished? The real answer is go and watch a movie. Take a bit of time off. Go and watch whatever it is. I can't even think of TV shows that I watch. And I don't want to name you one from the 90s like Friends. That would look bad. Okay, I'm out of here. Thank you. May your authority site grow from strength to strength. I do ask you this at the end of all of these videos, whatever they were, 17 of them. Oh, it says so here. At the end of 18 videos and number one, I don't think that counted. So at the end of 18 videos, and an interruption here, by the way, the SEO ones divert to another 20 or 30 videos. So when I'm finished, you would have watched 20 or 30 keyword, 20 or 30 niche, 20 of these. So we're looking at 70, 80. You're going to have watched 100 videos of me talking, if you've done it right, before you even get going. But you kind of don't need to. You can go and do your authority. I think somewhere along the way I must tell you to watch all 100 of these videos first, because you would have got to the end of this and realized, wow, I never realized that. I get it now about this backlinking. I get what he's talking about. Don't go too wide. It's so easy to just end up doing what I'm doing, where you've got 400 videos before you can launch. It's far better to launch with 15 or 20 pages and then literally let it grow from there. Safe. By the way, I hope to hurry up and get past all of these core video trainings and start to put together case studies where I can say, okay, I'm going to do an authority case study on running underwater. And I'll actually say, right, these are the keywords, but put together a boom, 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 all of it in a step-by-step, and put it out there. And then say, okay, here's a case study on travel, cruise, Mediterranean cruise tour travel website. I bought a travel website yesterday. I don't have time to set it up yet, but I want to. I'm going to try and set it up so that it runs automatically, which is very dangerous because it's generally crap. But if it does, I'll be able to show you examples of what I've set up. Okay, let me get out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Cheers.